If you go under Window, you'll have a palette called Clone Source. Now what the clone source is something I don't use very often, but once in a while it has its reason for existing. So now we can use the healing tools. I'm going to set the point on his head. So if I come over here, as you expect, I'm going to be drawing his head. By contrast, I'm going to click this second icon up here. I'm going to set his head, and I'm going to put that one right here. Okay. Now, because a line is set, you understand that I'm coming down his body, and then there's the tire. Okay. But if I go back to this first one, that's not here. Rather, it's back under this first one that I set. Okay. So that means that, once again, if I click the second one, now I'm under this body. So I can clone this person, I can come back to here, and I can clone over here. Then I can come back and I can clone and pick up where I left off. You can see how it works. Nothing really earth-shattering to me. I wouldn't actually use those. It lets you set a bunch of points. We're going to ignore that. A little bit more useful is this feature where I can clone in a mirror. So if I click his back tire and I come over here, now I'm cloning in a horizontal mirror. Okay, a little bit more useful. I suppose you can see where that would be useful every once in a while. But a lot more useful would be this one right here, which is a mirror vertical. So I can click the point in the tire here and then do this. Now it's actually a water reflection. Okay, I don't know how often I need water reflection, but there you go. We could also do a double mirror where he's upside down and backwards. Okay, somebody somewhere may need that. We can even do distortion. Let's do 50% and hold on, 50% and 100%. So I can do this. Now I have a tall, thin guy, or I can make them both 50%, and now I'm just cloning a little guy. All right. In a much more useful fashion, what I do use is this rotation. So here I'll set the head, and then at 10 degrees it's just a little bit off. Here I'll make it a little bit more obvious for you with, or 40 degrees. I can set the point, and then you can see he's at an angle. Now, a time that I would more likely use this tool, if I need to click a part on a circle, then I can come over here, let's say something greater 60. Now I can start coming around the back end. My point is up here. My source is on the top, but I'd be cloning on the side. So a time that would be more useful to me is if I have a circle and part of it is missing, like let's say a plate. Okay, I can clone from one side of the plate, rotate it, and do the other side of the plate. So I think that's about the only time I actually use this dialog box. And I would say that I never use it, but oddly I have. Not often, but it's very good to know that it's there. These bottom sections you can largely ignore, but basically these are just the overlays. That means I set my point on his face, and where the cursor is, we see his face. If I uncheck overlay, there is no face. I can click, there it is, but there is no preview. You can turn that back on, and the rest of these are the exact same thing. To give you an idea of uselessness, here's Lighten. Where is he? He's in there. There he is. Oh, he's hiding. Oh, there he is. No, now he's hiding again. How useful? Not at all. Same thing with the rest of these. Like you have an invert. See, it's only the preview that's inverted. It's very bizarre. I don't know. Largely, we leave it like that and don't touch it, and you'll be happy.